The biggest red flag that you should ever have in a man is if he likes anime.
The biggest red flag in a woman is when she comes up with weird red flags for men.
Some of my biggest red flags in men. Let's go. Getting mad when losing against me in something athletic. Probably warned you. You should be impressed, not mad. Any negative talk about another woman. Perfectly curated Instagram profiles. What are you trying to hide? Unless you're a content creator, I'm suspicious of you. Following a lot of hot girls or pages like Canadian Party Life. Bet your ass I will be checking if you are liking those posts or following those pages at all. Immediate ick. Not planning a date. Not taking the bill. Having to explain to me how much money you make. A real man who is confident will not have to tell you how much money he's making every single year. Will be confident enough just to provide for you. Cheating history. A cheater, always a cheater. Playing video games in your spare time. Find something else to do with that free time of yours. Drinking every weekend. If you cannot find a healthier activity to do in your free time, I don't want to be around you. Let me know if you guys want a part 2.
Women love to talk about men's red flags, but they don't even realize that they themselves are often red flags. Women first become normal and good girls and then start digging into men.
These are 3 red flags that he just wants a situationship. And if you're dating because you want a serious relationship, you'll want to clock these red flags as early as possible, especially number 3. I'm Valerie. I help you attract a healthy relationship. Follow me for more advice and book a breakthrough session in my profile. The first red flag that he wants a situationship is he fits you in wherever he can, whenever it's convenient for him. Nothing's ever planned super far in advance. Sometimes you feel like an afterthought. He's asking what you're doing that night, that day, tomorrow at best. There's nothing really intentionally planned, and he's not asking you in advance if you're free. It always seems like he's kind of just in the moment and thinking, oh, it'd be nice to see her. Let me see what she's up to. But what you really want is somebody who plans things out in the future. The second red flag is that his effort has tapered off. Maybe he used to text you pretty consistently in the beginning. Maybe he planned dates and he actually put thought and intention into seeing you. And now it feels like that's kind of dwindled. Maybe initially you got the good morning text. He was asking how you were, how your day was going. He was checking in more. Now the consistency has dropped off. You can't really predict when you're going to hear from him again. Yes, he resurfaces. Yes, eventually you hear from him, but you never fully can relax because you don't actually know when he's going to reach out, when he's going to ask to see you, and that can give you some unease. And the third red flag, and the biggest of all, is that there has been no progression. When you are dating someone and it is leading towards a committed relationship, what you'll notice there are certain little milestones that happen where you can look back and go, oh yeah, we're getting more serious here. Things like going on a trip together, meeting friends, meeting family, going to events together, having conversations where you two talk about labels and what next step you want to take together. When somebody just wants a situationship, you can look back at the last 3 months, 6 months, and it feels like everything is just kind of, nothing's really improved, nothing's really built. It's all just stayed the same or even gotten more casual, and you don't feel like it's actually going somewhere. And more times than not, when you don't think things are moving forward, they probably aren't. Your intuition knows. If you're serious about having a serious relationship, you need to move differently and do something different than what you have been doing that has had you attract men who just want something casual. The best place to start is to go within and heal the anxious patterns that have had you go for men who are inconsistent, avoidant, and only want something casual. Inside my brand new program, Securely Chosen, I'll be guiding you through the inner work to attract a man who is securely attached and ready for something serious. Join the waitlist for Securely Chosen at the top of my page.
Should a guy even plan a date a year in advance? That's a silly red flag. And it's normal for feelings to fade over time, and for you not to spend as much time together as before. Because over the course of a relationship, when you've been together for a long time, your hormonal system calms down. You won't have constant passion in the relationship. That's a fact. And if this scares you, there's something wrong with your psyche. You're just neurotic. And for women to actually find a good guy, they need to avoid falling for a chump. They need to choose a regular guy.
I'm about to put you on game and piss off a lot of guys who are used to just being energy vampires and sucking the life out of women. A lot of guys will give a disclaimer for their bad behavior so that they can ease you into a situationship. They do this to make themselves feel better because they can say, looking back, well, I warned her and she still decided to proceed. so it's on her. They'll say things like, right now, I'm not in a position to commit, or, they'll blame it on heartache. I'm still getting over someone, or I've been hurt so much. I have trust issues, or I've just got a lot going on right now, or I just want to go with the flow. They're going to say things to let you know, hey, this is where I am, but then their energy will confuse you if you don't know what to look for. You'll get kind of boyfriend energy, but he's giving you the disclaimer. One of the guys that I was dealing with back before I understood situationships, he started to pursue me, enough to put himself on the radar and get me a little bit attaching to him. But then when I wanted more, he said, I'm not where I want to be in life. And so I really can't do a relationship justice. I can't give you what you deserve. And so things kind of developed into what I felt was a friendship, but it was a friendship where I had feelings for him. And now I know, this is back in the day, I now know it's called a situationship. But I just thought, if I can consistently show him that I could be a great person, he loves the friendship that we have, he tells me all the great qualities about myself, one day this thing will just click for him and he'll begin to treat me the way that I want to be treated, more romantically, putting together plans for the future, etc., etc. Well, years of my life went by. Now, luckily for me, I didn't lock myself down. I wasn't making myself unavailable to other people. He knew that I was getting to know other people. But I did secretly hope that one day he would wake up and realize the awesome thing that was right in front of him. And of course, to make it worse, his family loved me and really got along great with everybody that I met. But here's the funny thing. As he was telling me that it's not you, it's me, and this is what I need, and I don't think I have the capacity to be in a relationship, and every time I get in a relationship with a woman, things change. All these classic things that men say. I found out that he had, unbeknownst to me, been getting to know someone, dating someone, and the relationship progressively moved further and further along. And as time went on, I ended up getting a message one day and said, you'll never guess what I just did. Not only was he seeing this woman, he popped the question. They are now married. If a man wants you, he is going to be with you. He is going to take things to the next level. Things will always be progressing. And if you have a man give you a disclaimer out the gate, thank him profusely, because now you know exactly what type of time he's on. Thank him profusely and run as fast as you can to the nearest exit. Men don't have to lie to women because we will lie to ourselves if we like you enough. Now, before I go, let's have a little fun in the comments. I want you to give me the craziest disclaimers that men have ever given to you. Drop them below. I'm going to go get my popcorn.
The problem with women is that they fall for guys who treat them badly, and they very rarely choose a guy who treats them well. All the problems would be solved if it were the other way around.
I'm gonna tell you how to make her obsessed with you using 5 psychological tricks.
There's no need to use any psychological tricks. Otherwise, you won't be yourself, and in the long run, the woman will see through you. And then you'll get into trouble yourself and suffer greatly.
I can always tell when two people are soulmates versus when they're just like not really meant to be together. It's one thing that I look for, and it has been consistent in every single happy, healthy, long-term relationship I've ever seen, or like people who are happily married. They all have this. And it's that they literally look physically.
People who are compatible don't look alike. They simply share the same interests in life. You can never build a relationship with someone whose priorities in life diverge from yours. That's the whole secret.